Hello, business owners. Welcome to today's presentation. I want to quickly show you what we do when we meet with business owners for the first time regarding our profit and tax optimization schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and share quickly my screen here with us to show you what is that call looks like, the type of question we are actually asking business owners, and how we are scoring their business in terms of profit and tax optimization. So the first portion of this assessment is really to look at your tax filing and tax compliance level. Okay, so we're gonna make sure we know whether or not you have any unresolved tax balances with the IRS or at the state level. If the answer for that is yes, then either that right. If it's no, it's gonna be a zero. Okay. Have you filed all of your federal and state tax return in the past 2 years? If let's say your answer is no, are you current on all of your quarterly estimated tax payment? Right. So we're in 2025. Did you make these quarterly payment taxes? Let's say you said yes. And then do you know how much you'll owe or receive as a refund this year? That means are you being proactive, right, in mitigating your taxes for this year? So for most business owners, we really see is a no. After that, we want to make sure your bookkeeping and financial records are tight, are organized, are clean, right? Is your record keeping clean, consistent, and audit ready, right? For most business owner, it's no. Are you currently using a bookkeeping software for your business, right? Most business owners say yes, even though it's not up to date. Do you keep your business and personal finance completely separate? For most small business owners, the answer is going to be no, right? There is a lot of commingling that we see. Are your bank and credit cards account reconciled at least monthly? Most business owners is no, especially the small business owners, right? We also have seen very large business that are still behind on this. Do you have access to an up-to-date financial statement? For most businesses, it's gonna be no again. Can you easily locate records for income, expense, receipts, payroll? For most business, again, sadly, it's gonna be a no. After we do that, we want to address tax planning efficiency, right? uh, we want to learn things like, have you reviewed your business structure for tax efficiency in the past 12 to 18 months, right? We're really asking you whether you are proactive with your tax strategy. Most business owners don't do that ever. Once they set up an LLC or a C corp, that's it. They think they're set for the rest of their lives. Are you currently taking advantage of key deduction like home office, business mileage, and meals? Occasion, more often than not, we see a yes there. Have you considered hiring your children or family member in a tax compliant way? Most people, right, are gonna be no, right, losing significant tax opportunity there. Are you contributing to a retirement account or any other tax advantaged account? We often see a yes here. Do you meet with a tax advisor more than once per year to review your strategy? This is a big no. Unfortunately, we see a lot of no here, right? Are you proactively reducing your tax burden, right? Are you doing everything you can? Are you looking for ways to minimize your tax burden, right? For most business owners, it's gonna be a no, right? We often see business owners who, they've been working with their cousin forever, and that's what they know, and that's what they're comfortable with, right? And unfortunately, you cannot convince someone, often it's really hard to show people, hey, you can actually save a little bit more money and use that money to reinvest to your business or put it into your retirement, or put it towards your other investments. But the love for the family or the love for the devil they know makes them not to want to risk, right? So but life, it's the reality. Not everybody have that level of risk appetite of trying, new things. But let's keep going. The third area is around financial reporting and decision making, right? We want to know, are your financials reliable enough to support good decision and avoid tax trouble, right? This is often a no. Here's why this is often a no. Sometimes business owners even have, a P&L, but they don't have, you know, a balance sheet or cash flow statement. And often they lack records that support their tax deduction. Excuse me. So essentially, right, that's one of the battles that needs to be overcome for a lot of small business owners. Okay, do you review profit and loss statement and balance sheet at least quarterly? Most business owner, for them, that's a no, because they have a bookkeeper, they have an accountant, even a CPA that thinks their entire job is just to crunch the number, produce a report, and hand it to the business owners. Unfortunately, that's not the best way to run your business. You actually need to be taking at least on a monthly basis, some time to review your business performance. And part of that performance is really looking at your profit and loss statement and your balance sheet to make sure that you understand what's happening in the business, what are the areas of trouble or areas, brewing trouble, so that you can proactively address them. Are you tracking key metrics, right? Do you have KPIs? That's really, in other words, what that means. Most business owners, right, it's gonna be no. Do you maintain digital records, backup receipts, and financial documents? More often than not, we see a yes here. Do you feel confident interpreting your financial reports when making business decisions? Right. Most business owners lack functions like CFO or even outside outsourced CFO. Right. As I said, their accountant is only giving them a report. Sometime doesn't provide any substantial support in terms of understanding what they're actually seeing. So this is gonna be another no. Could you provide your books to a bank, investors, or auditor with minimal prep? Again, this is a no for most small businesses, right? We often, uh, we actually do a lot more cleanup than any other type of work, in around accounting work. So that's going to be a big no. And the last area is really around IRS risk, and audit exposure. So we want to make sure that if is there a risk for an audit here, and if so, are you ready to defend yourself, right? Do you think that you're exposed to tax audit penalties and compliance issues? Most business owners respond to no to this question, but once we begin asking them some of the questions we already talked about, right, the answer really turns into yes. Have you ever had any return audit data flagged by the IRS? More often than not, this is a no. Can you avoid potential audit red flags such as excessive deduction? Um, yes, this is a yes for most of our businesses. Can you substantiate all deduction with proper documentation? This is often a no answer, because most small business owner, unfortunately, do not do a good job keeping track of, business documentation. Do you have reported gross do your reported gross income figure matches with 1099 contracts and actual bank deposit? More often than not, this is a no, sadly. And do you have a system or oversight in place that catches error compliance issues before they become problems? Again, an answer to this is no. And you can see the total, right, for an average small business owner is really below 10, right? And that means to us, right, that translate into a lot of, uh, red flag. And the score for this business is really a knee, right? If you're in the US, like us, right, you understand E is, you failed, essentially. You failed, you have a failing grade. That means you need to probably catch up on your bookkeeping, right? You need to either file or amend your tax return, prepare your IRS defense as necessary, possibly consider your business structure cleanup, and try to schedule as quick as possible a tax planning session with your advisor. So I hope this was helpful to you. I didn't intend it to be very long, but it's very much necessary for business owners across the state. So if this was helpful to you and you want to schedule a time to speak with us, please go ahead, to set up a time with us. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Again, if you want to speak with us, if you want to set up a meeting with us, do not hesitate. Reach out to us. My personal email, right? Welcome at yetuadvisory.com. Let me maybe quickly just type it. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put it here. If you're looking for a tax professional, right? There you go. You have our email, welcome at yetuadvisory.com. And if we can help you, I'd love to. I always challenge people, if you don't believe us, I'll tell you this: if we don't deliver at least 2 times for every dollar you invest into a tax plan with us, we will give you back your money. That's it, right? What can be better than that? I hope this was helpful, and please share, like. That's how social media algorithm know this is valuable, right? Yeah, I'll see you in the next training. Okay, I'll see you soon.